Hello, welcome to the newest, the first edition of Sip and Tipsy. This is actually the relationship segment, all right? This is where we dissect into your relationship business and we try to find out one or two things, all right? But before we do so, I'd like you to like you to share, I'd like you to subscribe and as well comment, all right, whatever we're going to discuss here. My name is Joyce and today we're shooting from Bombs event all the way in Bokatanga, all right? This is the ish of the town, happening every Friday and Saturday and virtually every weekday. The Lovers Lounge is on, the restaurant operating 24/7 for you. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful evening. To see the smiles and all of that. I mean, he said he was somewhere where before, you know, he had the call.
And I came around Rock Gardens opposite there about.
You were not so around here, but he made it.
Yes.
I mean, he came before you. I mean, he appeared before you. What do you have to say to that?
Nothing. I was actually in the house. And
Hey.
you know, from my place to this place is a bit far. So.
Anyway.
I thought I was very, very late.
Well, at least you met time. You met time. Look, let's go into the story. You guys wouldn't believe what we're doing today. Now, this is how it goes. Dated him for 2 years. We're planning on our wedding when his behavior changed for reasons known to him alone. I tried my best to know what exactly was going on, but he never minded. I later found out that he met someone new. Within 6 months, he's planned marriage with her with our plans. That was the original plan. Funny, right? I was so heartbroken, but I kept it cool. Treating him as nice. Always treating him nice. And the day for his wedding was approaching. He told me he was going on a business trip a day before their wedding. He told me he was going on a business trip. Now, a day before their wedding, he came over. I prepared his favorite meal, gave him the sex he never had before. He was screaming on top of his voice, "This is the best sex I've ever had. God bless you, baby." I can't wait to make you my wife. This was what he said to her. Now, as at 12 p.m., I made him some tea. That was when I put sleeping tablets in his tea. He fell asleep. I put his phone on silent. I watched calls coming in from his mom, the bride, and a whole lot of family friends. He woke up around 6 p.m. and that was how he missed his wedding. When everyone was at the venue waiting for him, I broke up with him the next day, and so am I living my life. All right, Sabon, the story. This is a story from, like I said, I think first time I read the story, first time I saw it, I'm like, we're dealing with a superwoman here. We're dealing with a woman who knows what she's about in life. And first time ever, I wouldn't want to start with Miss Irene. I think, Augie is smiling. I don't know whether to me or to you, but it looks like he has this woman thing. Like, how can women be like? I want to pick that from him.
No, you start from here.
You're cool with that. All right, Miss Irene.
Yes.
What is this? What just happened? What did you just hear? What? Come on. This is the story.
Yes.
Clear.
So this is the thing.
Yeah.
We date for 2 years, and then all of a sudden you feel like you found someone else. Just let me know. These days we don't force people into marriage.
Is it that easy?
These days,
Is it that easy?
It is better to feel the pain and let go than being cheated in that manner.
But putting myself in this guy's shoe. Okay, you have your turn pretty soon. For now, let Miss Irene, digest half of what she has. I don't think she's reached half of what she has yet.
Punch something first, but you.
Yes, keep your comments. Keep your thoughts intact. I'll come to you.
Joyce,
listen,
what is easy in this world?
Listen, is it that easy? I wake up as a man. I'm just putting myself in the shoe. I go like, my lady. I met this person 6 months ago. I'm sorry. I don't know how he's even going to do it. I don't know.
So was he just going to behave like a coward and just go marry the other woman and go be with her? Which one do you think would have been more painful? Is it he not telling me?
And she waking up the next morning.
And me hearing that he is wedding another woman somewhere else. Which one do you think would have been more painful? Telling me, let me cry in the room. Let me feel the pain in the room alone.
Please, I have to come inside.
It is far better than me hearing that you are marrying somebody else. For
Talata.
like seriously, it won't happen.
No, this time I
So
have
you
to come
see,
inside.
Yeah.
I am so grateful and so happy. In fact,
The latter part of the
latter part of
note
what the woman
was
gave.
something.
Hello,
she
let me
just
come
gave
inside
him
now.
a dose of his own medicine. Have a feel of it. Have a taste of what you are about to do to me, and just feel it.
But that doesn't mean the wedding can still
It
come.
doesn't matter whatever excuse you are going to give
was
us
just
right now.
It's just delayed,
none of
right?
my
Taking it
business.
very, very
It's delayed.
personal
Doesn't
right
mean
now.
it's not gonna come.
You're taking it very, very personal.
All right, Miss Irene.
I'm a woman.
She stated in the is it that
A note?
comment
Yeah.
or that note that it was 6 months. How did she know that it was 6 months? It's possible that she even the guy met her even before that 2-year relationship she's talking about.
Augie.
That's what she knows.
No, Augie, let me say something. You see,
That's one thing
has a way
women.
of finding informations.
So-
Easy.
How she got to know the man was even dating another woman in the first place and had even planned on marrying her. And to the surprise, the man actually told her that he's going for a business meeting.
Yeah,
Only for
he'll
him
be
to go
traveling
and
the
marry-
next day.
Yes, only for him to go and marry the other woman. Do you know how come she did her investigation
So
very well. And she got to realize that they just met for 6 months.
Right
You're
now, I'm
spending
not supporting the woman.
his bachelor's night with her.
It's not like I'm supporting the woman or anything. But imagine somebody doing that. Like, look at what she did. She planned that thing, being with a man for those number of days,
Yeah.
having sex
Yeah.
with him,
And she decided to give
Spending
him
time with
good
him.
sex on that particular day.
and the man even confirmed that that was the best
sex
he ever had. Sleeping on the same bed with him. With all that plans, that means what? She hated the man. It's not like she disliked the man or she didn't like the man or
she didn't like what he was doing.
She hated the man. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So that means something, that's what a wicked person can do.
No.
So if I get you right,
no, I'm not even.
I'll be back.
It's even possible that
Talata.
It's even possible that
telling the woman that
Talata, wait. It's even possible that
sex I've ever had.
it's even possible because he said that's the best sex he ever he ever had.
For all you know, he was lying.
She decided to what?
He just
Minimize
decided to say that
the
just to keep the
punishment.
woman
It's
in the
possible that it was even poison to even kill the man.
Then what happened? That he slept off. Poison turned to
It's
sleeping
possible that it was
tablets.
even poison.
No.
So he
He
decided.
wanted to poison that.
Augie, just a minute. Augie, if I'm getting you right, what you're trying to say is
I'm not supporting the man.
this
You are.
woman was
You are
not
supporting the man.
Instead of
Because you are
You are
man.
talking. You are speaking on the man,
Yes,
the
you are
lady
supporting the
side.
woman's side.
I'm trying to,
The lady only helped him see things clearer
All right, guys.
the next day. When
Guys,
he
listen.
Look at the patience.
wedding.
Look at the patience the lady had.
Yes,
Look at the patience the lady
The
had.
man was patient enough for 6 months to execute his wedding plans with another woman.
And the woman was
So the
patient
woman
enough
only
for how many days? 1 day.
1 day to execute her.
One
all
day.
went on
Yes.
smoothly.
She's
Son of
she's
Adam.
very evil.
Son
Like
of Adam,
that.
Let me tell you something. No, you don't do that and think that, look, you must pay. There is a consequence to everything you do in this world.
Madam, this
Irene.
one you are taking
Is
it.
it
too
Irene,
personal.
I am not taking it too
Irene,
begging you.
Augie,
Relax.
Irene, Augie. Like you guys, let me come in. Let me come in here. All right, let me come in. Cool it a little bit. Cool it. Augie.
She's taking it too
He
personal.
made a point. I think my mind is not still lost on it. Listen, if I got you right, what you're trying to say is she was supposed to hate the fact that the guy was getting married to someone else, but not hate the guy. You're trying to say, take the human being from the situation.
What you're saying,
yes,
is part of what I meant. But that's not what I
think if I got you
meant.
right. So what
you're saying is part of what I meant.
Okay.
What I'm trying to just put across right now is, we don't know, like, the man's side. We only heard the woman's side.
Yeah.
She said 2 months this, 2 years this, 6 months
dating,
that.
6 months, yeah.
That's what she heard. It's possible that the man even met that lady before her.
But per her
because
calculation,
of the information
per her investigation, per a female instinct,
exactly.
Maybe, just maybe.
So that's how women are easily manipulated by men.
What are you trying to say?
No,
that
no,
we
let me-
easily
let me-
do what?
No, don't worry.
Now you need to let him make the point so clear.
Finish the point.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe let's hear
Women
the
are
point.
easily manipulated. The first
In
thing
what
we
sense?
hear about somebody we
Are in a relationship with?
somebody who gives us orgasm.
Yeah.
or somebody,
Yeah,
or
somebody gives
who
us orgasm.
makes us feel good. We believe it instantly, and that thing ends up destroying the relationship around us. How do you know it was 6 months? The guy, I'm not saying whatever the lady said is true or is false.
Okay.
I'm just trying to maybe put a little doubt in what we are talking about.
Talking about, yeah.
So, how are you certain that it is 6 months that the date?
Why are you hammering on certain 6 months? What?
Because I've seen a lot of
there's possibility that
the thing is that I've seen.
it's been more than 2 years since he knew this other
I know
lady.
a lot of people
All
who
right, can
have.
I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
It's okay.
She doesn't need to even know that it is 6 months. Even
The
if
thing
it
is
was
that-
a week and
the
the
thing
man
that what the
had
man
already
did
planned a
was
wedding with another woman, and actually, to come to think of it, that he was actually going to execute that wedding plan
with her,
to
yes.
the point that his mother, his father, his family are quite aware of.
Girl, it's a wedding. The entire
Yeah,
family will be
that's
there.
evil.
Look.
That's completely evil.
The entire
Even
family
if
are coming.
It's good enough for the woman to do
Yeah,
whatever
that is
he wants
evil.
to do to
That
that
is no.
hooligan.
That is evil.
Yes.
That is wicked. Even
Irene is really getting up
the
here.
lady even giving him
You don't
sleeping
be with
tablets.
somebody and think that you are manipulating the fellow.
Talata.
You see, I
Talata.
have a thing for people who think they are manipulating. You see, when women don't want to mind you, they don't want to mind you.
But
The
not
woman
that they
could
don't
have
know
just
what's
closed
wrong.
her eyes and say, okay, my husband is treating me this way. Maybe he has, he's in a bad mood, or maybe he's not in the mood of, and just ignored everything. So, but no, she decided to investigate the husband
Talata.
and got to realize that there was another
The
woman
boyfriend.
behind. So you see, sometimes
She decided
you
to-
don't
to
manipulate
investigate the
women.
boyfriend.
Sometimes the woman you are staying with, you'll be shocked she is the one manipulating you.
Instead.
Yes, she's aware.
I'm not.
Some women are always aware.
All right, guys. So,
But it's not.
we've chopped a little bit into the time, but we'd like to go on a quick commercial break. And when we're back, we'll take the second part of it, all right? I have 1 or 2 questions I'd like to ask. But before then, once again, you know, this is the Sip and Tipsy. This is where we talk about relationships. We try to see if we can touch a little bit of your relationships, see whether 1 or 2 things aren't going right for you, and you'd want to share with us, and then probably with the whole world. That's if you're comfortable. All right. So once again, we'd like you to like you to comment, subscribe as well to the channel, and then drop your comments. And we'll be back pretty soon to do the second part of it. You don't want to go away. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back again. Welcome back to the show. Look, this is Sip and Tipsy, all right? If you just, happen to come across the channel right now, and we're streaming and we're shooting today live from Bomb's event in Bogotanga, formerly Catering Rest House, where it goes on, like I'm telling you, the party you see on Fridays and Saturdays, and every weekday, Bomb's event, Lovers Lounge operating 247. The restaurant as well downstairs operating for you. So each time you find yourself in Boga, Bombs event, look, Catering Rest House, find yourself there. You know what I'm talking about. And guys, welcome back. Okay, you doing good? You fine, Talata?
I'm Okay.
Yes. So I think the second part of the whole story, that I don't think I would have to read it again for the purpose. Yeah.
In fact, I'm tired of that story. I don't want to hear it.
She doesn't want to hear that. But you like the latter part of it, though.
Yes.
All right.
I don't. Part that makes me.
Have we
happy.
forgotten about what I spoke about?
No, we haven't.
The eyes, something.
We would still hit it. We'll hit it just a minute. See, Miss Talata. Now this story, I know that people are relating to it right now. I'm sure it's not new. People have encountered similar situations. If not the wedding coming off tomorrow, it's just that there's going to be a wedding. The lady is coming later. Question is, what is it that would make a man? Okay, I think that's not directly to you. I think I want to pick Ogi's mind on this. What would make a man be in a relationship with a woman for 2 years, all right, or more, and suddenly wake up in the next few months, find another girl, and he's all over that one, wanting to marry that one, dumping his 2-year relationship, doesn't care how the other one is feeling. All he knows is, I found this, and this is what I want. How does that happen? What's the male psychology behind this?
Thank you very much for asking me this.
Can you speak a bit louder?
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it's not like I'm supporting the man or anything.
Sure.
What the man did was very, very evil, devilish, wicked, all the bad words in the world. You know? But the thing is that we can't just look at only the woman's part.
Yeah.
The man is not here to defend himself.
Neither is the woman.
Yeah. And sometimes when a man is with a woman, sometimes, especially when you are very attached to the woman,
Yeah.
and there are huge red flags, because you are very attached to the woman, you can't just leave. If you leave, you suffer. You get it? So you have to stick along.
So you're already attached. You're attached
you have
to this one.
Still keep eating the salty jollof rice while you are trying different wache, fufu, shito, whatever.
What? Like hoping to
Banku.
like any of those foods?
If you get any food, immediately you like, then you switch in. But that's what wicked people do. You asked me why a man could do
Would
something
do
like that.
Yes.
So I'm giving you maybe a scenario where somebody could make such a terrible decision. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Okay, but I'm not cutting you short. I've come across similar stories or similar situations or similar quotes or whatever, memes on Facebook, on social media generally. A man will tell you that he doesn't need to even think twice if he meets the woman that
Exactly.
he wants to settle down with,
a man doesn't
have a
need-
future with.
A man doesn't need-
Meanwhile, this very man, it's in some serious, deep relationship elsewhere with someone. But what baffles me is, how is that he cannot see that woman as a marriage material? 10 yards. And just miss this one 2 months, 3 months, and sees that I think Ayim Pobila is the one I want to marry. Akulpaka that I've been with for 3 years. Like, that's the thing I really can't get. I mean, maybe Irene, you could dig a little deep into the man's psychology as well.
Tears came into my eyes.
Yeah, the story knows this is. I just said this.
But
It was just a coincidence. This is not me knowing the story.
yeah, I'm just.
It's just a coincidence.
Yeah,
It
but
got
you
to
mentioned
you.
something about my eyes are a little wet, right?
Let him cry.
Let's cry.
Let him
You
cry.
mentioned
All
something
you know,
about 10
he
years.
behaved like
Irene,
a man.
but-
And are you probably
Talata,
left?
Yes,
Basil.
like
Akolpaka.
Kabila had to just leave because she can't tolerate it. So let him
All right,
cry.
back to the topic. Let's back to the topic. No, those are the two names I mentioned actually. It was just
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Joyce,
So
What could it be?
you see,
I'll come back to you.
Before,
Yeah, settle down emotionally.
All I know is that during our mothers and fathers and even all I know is this generation. We are a whole lot of. We are a package full of surprises on our own.
Oh my!
But then, do you know, initially, like 3-4 years back, ladies used to go to their boyfriends, wash, cook, clean.
3-4 years, it's still happening. What are you saying?
But then, how rapid is it?
How often is it happening?
How often is it now compared to initially?
I think it's getting better.
Women are finally realizing that those things can keep a man. You can do all these things for
Look,
him, and
quickly,
if they
guys,
still want to move.
You just brought my mind to something. I'd like to hear comments on this. What's your take on women coming to wash, clean, cook for you on weekends? Meanwhile, they're not the ones you want to be with. Drop your comments right now. We'd like to listen. Quickly, we're back to you again, Irene.
Yes. So, in this story, fine, if you are with a woman for, I've seen people and I've heard people being with each other for 6 years and it went nowhere.
But how can a relationship go 6 years? What are you searching for? What are you studying?
Maybe they want to go they want doctorate.
Why are you searching for 6 years?
Doctorate.
Brings my mind to something. Yes. Look, okay. How long do you think, personally, I'm going personal right now. I'll come back to you personally a bit. How long do you think personally it will take for you to meet a girl and then know that this is the one? I want to be with her. I want to wear this one.
I could just see a girl passing by. I'd be like, oh, this girl, she has to carry my babies.
But those are baby mamas.
But let me be honest. It doesn't take more than 1 week for a man to know that he wants to spend the rest of their life
just
with
a week.
Woman. 1 week plenty. Chow. Unless maybe within that she do some fuck up, like she fuck up big time, but the man will still be willing
to work it out.
Work it out, you know.
Okay.
To see, because he has already made up his mind. You don't take 5 years.
6 years.
To determine whether you want to be with.
To me personally, that's just
guy. Or 4 years.
It's just too much time.
Too much.
I keep telling my female friends, if you're with a woman, if you're with a guy, and he keeps giving excuses, or you and him in a relationship for like a year,
maximum 1 year,
hitting the second year, if you can't see anything positive, I go like, dog it, this is not it.
Maybe
after a year, you should have probably met some few family members, even if not the very peculiar key family members. Look, see, Irene, you're female. I know you relate to this. You're able to tell, your instincts are able to tell if a man is taking you serious or not.
Yes.
We see the red flags.
Yes.
We know that he's in for real. We know that he's a mere joke in this relationship. Yes. But why do we keep giving more and more and more, knowing that we're not getting anything out of it?
You know why?
I want to take Irene's take on this.
Sometimes
because
we feel like he will change.
He will change.
The point is that when we see somebody and we are interested in, we feel like we can somehow perform magic on them. We can change them. Or someday they'll just wake up and say, this is the lady I'm looking for. It doesn't happen like that.
Doesn't happen.
Can I say something?
It's high time women know that these things doesn't just happen.
I thought you were going to say, when you said it's high time women, I thought you were going to say something else. It's high time women start to realize that they are more important than what they think they are or who they think they are. You get it? Women always regard themselves as an object and regard men as what? Subject. One is not supposed to be that way. You don't have to work hard. We all have to work hard together to achieve
whatever we're doing.
But if you make it look like, I have to, the man, after all.
I'm sorry to say, Ogie, men have lived with us like this throughout the years, and it's really.
Let me say something.
I don't know.
Men always, you see, when
this part really saddens me.
When a man meets you for the first time, men always know what they want.
Yes.
Men always know what they want.
It's the same as women.
But it is the start It is very sad when a man doesn't love a woman.
Put a number to that, put a percentage to that.
To realize that
this man is not interested.
Sometimes you feel like
some are good in hiding.
That
some
good?
Are good in some are good in
I think I wanted to say something very important, but I just forgot.
But no, I think just gather your thoughts. You come back.
Who we are talking about here suspected anything within the first 3 months that my husband is seeing somebody else.
Maybe not the first 3 months.
Yes, maybe not the first 3 months.
Maybe
because he was so good in. So even when he was going for the wedding, he still managed. So if the woman was not aware,
to
he would
come
have
to
still
spend the night with
to,
you.
to convince her that I'm going for a workshop and I will be back for you, baby.
So what is it going to do with the ring?
I don't know.
Story, that other part. First time I saw the story, I'm like, okay, so the next day or next 2 days, he comes back. I'm back from workshop with no ring. And
you've
what?
Married and you've removed the ring. All
and
what I know is that when you meet a woman, you are with her, and as time goes on, you realize that what you want is not what you are getting, and things up.
Let me say
if you meet a woman and you are not interested, do not pursue her. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your resources.
Men
your
are
energy.
naturally men.
Go in for her only for you to.
If you are going to talk about this,
you don't want to go there. Ogie is not going to argue with you. I wouldn't like the argument that's going to, start up right now.
How you waste
Hold
your
up.
time on a woman?
Hold up.
No, we're very well.
The two things men look for.
Can you guys hold up a little bit?
And money.
You don't look for anything. Men don't look for anything.
All right, guys.
Meet women.
This is getting interesting.
Money.
This is getting interesting.
With money,
but
who can equally give them good sex? But the motherfuckers will still go out and still.
All right, we'll mute on that. Okay.
No, we are not muting on that.
We'll mute on that.
Let me say this.
Listen, guys. Listen. This is getting really interesting. But you see, unfortunately, our time is almost, running out. But
let me say this.
I have one question I would like to pose for both of you. All right, so that you quickly take it before I pick your last advice, your last words to this woman, and then hoping that people will comment and tell us what they think about this story, and if they were in this lady's shoe. I mean, was it right what she did, or in this guy's shoe? Was it right keeping this whole story from this woman and suddenly hoping that you wake up the next morning, go get married, then come back to her? Ogie, my last question to you, like I asked them, was it right? With the woman's
what she did,
her action, was it right?
At least it will make her get some satisfaction.
Okay.
From what the man did to her.
Okay.
I'm not in the right position to judge what she did, if it was right or not. But I think at least to give her a little bit of satisfaction. At least she didn't kill the man.
All right.
So I think it's okay. She'll be, a little bit. She'll gain a little satisfaction
out of it. Merci beaucoup. Yes, Mr. Latta. Do you support this woman totally? Her actions, dragging him to sleep and missing his wedding.
Yes.
But I'd like you to punch out on this loudly.
I support the woman.
Okay.
You know why? You wanted to do a similar thing to me. It just happens that I outsmarted you.
Yeah.
Me not killing you is okay. I don't want to kill you.
It was the worst that can happen.
I just want you to miss the wedding
and feel it.
And get to know how I am feeling.
Okay.
I don't care whatever excuse you are going to give to your bride, whatever excuse you are going to give to your mother, whatever excuse you are going to give to your wife's family members. I don't just care. But
men are funny.
Just take a sip of your own medicine. The medicine he was going to feed to the woman just outsmarted him by feeding it back to him. So now he will just wake up. 1, you've missed the wedding. 2, you've missed the woman that you've spent 2 years with.
She's gone.
She's gone. So let's see if the 6-month-old woman
would
has
accept you
to accept you
for missing
after stooding her up on her wedding day. We all know that wedding days are there.
I mean, I would have been so glad to hear the second part of the story from her.
I'm so glad the woman had tempered justice with mercy.
Killing would have been, your conscience,
The woman could have done to him the way Idi Amin did to the wife.
Very worse.
I cut on her legs, her arms.
So like after dragging him or what?
Yes.
Oh, that was gonna be worse. Terrible.
It's going to be worse.
That act wouldn't happen.
Yes.
It's
So
a no.
I'm glad she
So
didn't do that.
what's your advice to this woman?
My advice is that
Or any other woman in a relationship that she kind of sees red flags going in, but
women,
she's not, you know.
my advice is
Relationship
women.
advice to Bumana.
It's high time.
Yeah.
It's high time we stop ignoring red flags.
Yeah.
When you go into a guy's life and you realize that the disrespect, the manner in which they treat you. Look, we should always pay attention to the way people treat us.
You hear
exactly.
There is more.
You have your final say.
No, I just
I'll
wanted
come
to-
to you. You have
There
your
are
final say.
people who
Love is
come
blind.
into-
Eve. By
You will
Eve.
have your
Look,
final say, Ogie.
love is never
I'll
blind.
come to you, Ogie.
Oh.
So we should always pay attention
Okay.
to the way people treat us.
Yeah.
That is the true thing.
Yes.
How they feel about you.
About you is how they treat you.
Yes.
I agree. I
So we
agree.
shouldn't ignore red flags. It's high time.
I agree.
Some women ignored red flags to the extent that they were at the verge of dying.
Hoping that the person will change. Hoping that he will love you someday.
Nobody changes.
No.
Change is a constant thing in life, I agree. It's either the fellow is changing for the good or for the worse.
For the worst.
So if you happen to meet the one who is changing for the worse, imagine what is going to happen to you.
You better run away, girl.
Yes.
You
There are others
better run
who
away.
say, okay, I have met the love of my life. I want to change for the good, for the better,
Yes.
for the best.
And
for
they
that
try.
particular person, and they do it. And with the help of their loved one, they do it. There are some who says, okay, you are already in my basket. I call the shots here. I
the
can do
time.
whatever I want to do.
Zabala.
Do not let anybody do whatever they want to do to you. They don't owe you.
In totality, pick up the red flags
Yes.
and move on.
Address the red flags. When it repeats itself,
Don't-
address it.
don't
When it repeats
ignore
the
them.
third time.
Let me write
Don't
this
ignore it.
down here.
Write it down here on the table.
Don't
I wish
just
I had a piece
ignore
of
it.
paper. I'd like to hear from you, Ogie. The last words on this.
Sure.
What's your advice to this woman? Or you want to talk to the man, maybe?
Honestly, I don't want to give any advice and later you get into trouble and say it's my fault.
Okay, so what's your take on
let
this
me
whole
just say,
thing?
she was saying
Final
something
say.
about red flags.
Yeah.
When there's this thing, we're born to love. That's how God made us.
Yeah.
And once you find yourself in that situation, you are the most blindest person. I might be the most blind person or the blindest person in the world. You wouldn't notice, even you see a red flag and you say it's a white flag.
Not
But
in this area.
Let me
those,
finish.
that
Let me
type
finish.
of blindness.
Let me
Okay.
finish. You will see, like, you, because you are in that situation. I don't know if you've ever been.
Remember, these are your last words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just made
Yeah.
that point. And another thing is that when women finally notice their worth, we the men, we are completely
Doomed.
doomed. I hope I die before that time
Okay.
because there's nothing women can do. But there are a lot of things men can do that women can.
do as well. Yeah.
Tell me something, just mention one thing you know a man can do that a woman can do.
We do virtually everything.
Exactly. Can a man menstruate?
No.
Can a man carry a baby?
No.
Exactly. And if they need to carry a baby, they just need what? A semen. They just
all.
need semen.
That's all. And that's it.
So if women finally decide what they are worth, I hope by that time I'm
Things will
completely
change.
gone.
The world will change.
You know?
Yeah.
We'll not
All right,
give you the
guys.
opportunity to breathe here.
Okay, all right. So I'd like to thank you so much for coming on the very first edition of Sip and Tipsy. All right, this is going to happen often. They're going to keep seeing us more and more. More stories coming through, more real life stories to share, and more advice is going out there to young ladies and gentlemen. So on this note, I'd like to say biggest thank you to Bombs Event once again for giving us their space, their premises to shoot the very first edition of Sip and Tipsy. Thank you so much for subscribing, because I know you subscribed already. Thank you for liking, but you can share so that we can, really go out there, let people, know that we're doing something really little here. All right. Once again, this is Bombs Event's premises. We did the shooting inside Bogatanga. We find ourselves here every weekend. It's popping, it's balling here. Weekdays, restaurant opening, running 24/7. Thank you so much for staying tuned. We hope to see you. We hope to see your comments over and over on our channel always. My name is Joyce, and have a blessed day. See you on the next edition. Bye-bye. Peace out.